Eric Holder is scheduled to appear at this church across the street. This is the Memorial Presbyterian Church. So
he won't prosecute Black Panthers.
Right, in Philadelphia, right.
But he'll give terrorists the right to be an American citizen.
Eric Holder, this list of things he's done. He called us a nation of cowards, played key role in the pardoning of the FALN terrorists, remember that? Played a key role in the pardoning of the fugitive Mark Rich. Right, I remember that. Calls for the criminal Khalid Shiekh Mohammed to be tried in New York City. So what is it with Holder? He wants to bring terrorists and to treat them like they're common criminals instead of war criminals, and now he wants to prosecute Navy SEALs. What's his deal? Do you know?
He's an asshole. I guess that's the only thing I can say.
But voting
terrorists
monitors
have constitutional rights, not the citizens of Philadelphia.
Right. But
I don't like the fact that he's giving full due process of law to people who should be tried by a military tribunal.
Talking about Khalid Shiekh Mohammed?
I am, and his co-conspirators, and I firmly believe that any good lawyer will be able to poke holes in their case because they were not read their Miranda rights, number one. Number two, the Attorney General had said publicly that he believed that they would be found guilty as if it was a pre-done deal. Even if you change the venue to Bellingham, Washington, everybody who'd be picked for a jury would be, from their point of view, tainted.
So his defense team has a pretty strong case to throw the case out. I mean, don't they? Under our laws, anyway.
Yes, if you turn this into a civilian trial, their chances of being acquitted are executed.
Right.
In addition to that, the people who have given information, their cover will be blown because the trial defense attorneys will be allowed to gain information about the sources of the charges against them, and the information who the sources are in other countries that usually cooperate with us will no longer want to cooperate with us in this type of situation because they won't want to have their cover blown in future trials. So this sets a very bad precedent.
Right. Okay, if you don't want to stand. So you feel that Eric Holder's not standing with our troops, right? When he tries to prosecute
Absolutely not.
Navy SEALs. Huh?
Absolutely not.
What makes you wonder who he's standing for as the Attorney General of the United States?
Absolutely. An act of terrorism is an act of war. These people should be tried in a military court, period.
Right. Very good. Thanks for coming out here and letting your voice be heard.
Very welcome.
Really appreciate it. 2,976 souls. Those are the ones who died in 9/11, right?
9/11, absolutely.
Right. And the 3 Navy SEALs.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's a disgrace.
Makes you wonder whose side our Attorney General is on,
Not ours.
Right? Patriots are out here today. People from all parts of Long Island have come out here to Roosevelt, which is pretty far from where a lot of people live, but they're coming out here to voice their opposition to Eric Holder and the decisions, the incredible decisions he's made that have not been in the best interest of the United States in a lot of people's opinions.
Holder expressed regret of handling of Mark Rich pardon, stating, "I wish I had done something differently with regard to Mark Rich matters. Specifically, I wish I had ensured that the Department of Justice was more fully informed and involved in this pardon process, and called his own actions a mistake." We don't need another mistake, do we, Mr. Holder? You genius.
He seems to be good at making mistakes. Al-Qaeda Holder, yeah. What's he doing out here today? You have any idea?
Oh, I think he's trying to convince some otherwise patriotic people that he's doing the right thing by breaking all tradition of bringing enemy combatants to be tried in civilian courts, and by basically diluting our rights under our Constitution.
Right.
I mean, the arrogance of him to assume that Al-Qaeda even wants our rights. I mean, they believe in Sharia law, which gives them basically completely different set of rights.
Yeah.
The rest of us.
And don't we have a right to judge Obama by the people he surrounds himself with?
You better believe it.
You know.
And so far, he's batting 0.
How you doing, man?
Hi,
Thanks for coming out here. Really appreciate your determination and your caring about this country. Don't bring terrorists to New York. Yeah, that's a pretty simple message.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Nice and simple.
Okay, yeah, military tribunals, not politics, right. So it's a political decision then on Holder's part and Obama's part. Obama's taking cover behind Holder, but we really know Obama's behind this too, right?
Well, according to the Constitution, the Attorney General has no right to tell the military to hand over somebody. Only Obama can do that.
Right.
And so either own up to it or you can't do it.
Right. So this idea Holder's saying, oh, it was so totally his decision, that's a bunch of baloney, right?
Well, according to the Constitution, but then again, who cares about the Constitution these days, right?
That's right. Flanagan's here, News 12. I want to get this. Steve's here. I get Steve getting me interviewed by News 12. Finally, they come out, News 12.
There's no reason that you can't get a fair trial at a military tribunal. There's no reason to do it as an innocent court. What we're particularly concerned with is that putting this into a civilian trial is doing exactly what the terrorists want us to do. I have a sign that I'm carrying today, and it basically says that Eric Holder is a patsy for Al-Qaeda. To sit here and offer Al-Qaeda the biggest stage that they ever had doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Does anybody remember what he did back in the 90s? When he
with the FALN.
Yeah, when he worked to get the pardons by Bubba.
Right. Weren't those guys terrorists, the FALN, Puerto Rican terrorists? Bombing police and...
They were the one guy. One of the guys that got clemency was not convicted, but was a suspect in the Francis Tavern bombing.
Wow.
In New York City. And the pardons when they were done were overwhelmingly condemned in both houses of Congress.
Both houses?
Both houses.
Wow.
Overwhelmingly condemned.
Well, he's a brave guy. He doesn't care what anybody thinks, right? And he calls us all cowards. We're a nation of cowards. That's what he calls us.
They're digging their own graves.
Yeah, that's right.
2010 is coming fast.
Right around the corner. We can't wait. We're chomping at the bit. All right, these protests came out today on a cold, windy, rainy day, December 13th, 2009, because they're sick and tired of the decisions that are being made in the government at all levels. And this is on the judicial level. Eric Holder is our Attorney General for all the people. For all the people. And he doesn't really seem to care what the people think, because the majority of the people sure as heck don't want Khalid Shiekh Mohammed to be tried in New York like he's a regular common criminal when he's a war criminal and terrorist.
I'm doing this for my grandkids.
Right.
I have 7 grandsons, and they have to come to a better world than this.
Right. Well, we got to make it happen. The people have to rise up like you're doing, and thousands and millions of other people across the country are doing, because they're fed up. Oh yeah, they're the black SUVs.
Come on, be a man. Come be a man. Step out. Come on, be a man. Man up.
On the back door.
Go protect them, boys. Go protect them.
Don't the mafia use black SUVs? Don't they do too?
Go protect them. He needs a lot of protection.
Yeah. I think Tiger Woods was in the back seat.
Yeah,
Did you see him in there?
Yeah.
There was a blonde bimbo back there, so it must have
right.
been him. Yeah. All right.
No, Guts Holder.
Uh-oh.
Guts Holder.
Oh, they're being stopped by security.
No, Guts Holder.
Yeah, you can't go near the gracious one, Holder.
Representative.
You can't go near the great one.
No, Guts Holder.
Look how security descends.
No, Guts Holder. Whoa, they're going through the front door. Whoa, they're going through the front door. Whoa.
If only they were this concerned about terrorists. You can't come within 100 yards of the great one, Eric Holder.
Can't come within 100 yards of the great one.
Right.
Our employee, doesn't he work for us?
The nation of cowards are surrounding you.
Coward.
Yeah.
Coward.
These people are rightfully upset. They're cordoning us off. You can't get within 100 yards of the anointed one, Eric Holder here.
Coward!
And they're not being listened to, these people. You know, I thought Eric Holder worked for the people. He's the U.S. Attorney General,
He's
U.S.
our employee.
Excuse me?
He owes us
Right,
his
he's our
time.
employees.
He works for us.
Right. But we can't get anywhere near him because I guess we're the terrorists. Yeah.
Come on, Holder.
So these are the people who are being treated as terrorists. Right here, you see them. And the real terrorists get the trials in New York City, and they're pardoned like the FALN terrorists. And the real patriots are either put on trial like the 3 Navy SEALs, or they're being cordoned off. You can't get within 100 yards of the anointed one, Eric Holder. And it's just everything's been turned upside down. And people are tired of it. And things are going to change in 2010 if these people have anything to do about it and say about it.